And remember, if you like what I'm talking about, click like and subscribe. Helps out the channel. Alright, good people. So New York City is about to get hit with a multi-sports fan event that the owners hope it will be a huge annual event, and it's the Fanatic Fan Fest. Now it's going to be hosted at the Javits Center August 16th through August 18th. And they hope it'll be mentioned in the likes of San Diego Comic-Con, New York City Comic-Con, Coachella, and all these other giant shows. But unfortunately, I'm not too enthused with that notion. So let me explain my reasons. Now, whenever I'm being sold on a big event, being this great and of this magnitude, it usually falls flat. Now, when you look at the other events that they want to be compared to, New York City Comic-Con, San Diego, or Coachella, those shows grew organically. They started off small and grew into juggernauts. Those shows pretty much took on a life of their own. And next, in my opinion, it's hard to trust Fanatics. I find the main goal, like any other company, is to make money and dispose of the competition. And, I hear all the rah-rah of being a fan and care about the fan. Now, being a fan is great as long as I'm overpaying for product. And I look at the deals with Topps and Mitchell & Ness as inspiration. Another thing that I found concerning, that when the Fan Fest was announced, the ticket prices were put out there, but not the autograph or picture prices. And, I surfed through the forums and social media posts, and the fans were pretty upset about it. Because like with any other show, your budget comes into play. I have to get the travel arrangements. If you're coming from out of town, you have to figure out where you're staying, what you're eating. And, if the prices for the pictures or autographs are too high, I might have to cancel that show. So that comes into play, and the fans were pretty peeved about that. And then when those prices did arrive, I was a little taken aback by the pricing. And I looked at scheduling. I saw like a lot of athletes are only there one day, and then the pricing is broken down into you like tiers. So like authentic lithograph that's actually signed, that's a top tier item, and that price is crazy. Then for basketballs, footballs, baseballs, bats, jerseys, trophies, that's like another high tier. And the lower tiers are like flat photos, pops, and smaller items. I remember the days where autograph show, everything was just a flat rate, and I peeped at the time of this video, and I saw so far most of the wrestlers are sold out and Jalen Brunson. But, it's still a lot of plenty autographs left to be had. And I am dying for a Eli Manning autograph. I have my Giants jerseys all ready to go. I had him with me at New York City Comic-Con, where he made an appearance at the Marvel booth, but unfortunately he was not signing. So I missed out on that. And now with this show, he's only there on a Friday, and I got to work that night. So I'm going to miss out on that opportunity as well. And then I noticed that the main athletes, such as Tom Brady, Derek Jeter, Kevin Durant, they are only there for panels and not signing or taking pictures, which is a disappointment. I would love to have a Derek Jeter jersey hanging up in my wall, signed, that was signed in front of me. That would be like an ultimate, fan experience. Now, I love my sports and my teams, but the issue with collecting sports memorabilia is the amount of fake merchandise that is floating out there. And that's part of the reason why a show like this makes sense for me. I have trust issues when it comes to buying something signed, whether it's comic books, toys, basketballs, or jerseys. I need to trust the organization that authenticated it. And when getting it signed in person, that's part of the thrill. That's part of the hunt of getting this item. Now, the other glaring concern that I have is the kids' pricing. Usually every show states 12 and under or 6 and under are free. Fanatics states 12 and under has to purchase a kid's ticket. So does that mean, let's take for an example, that if I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, that I have to purchase a full kid's ticket? If so, that's wild, because, they're so young, they're not going to get any enjoyment. They're not even going to remember it. And, this is why the younger fan base, they're navigating away from watching sports or collecting fan memorabilia, because it's not just Fanatics, it's sporting events in general. Prices have risen to such a dramatic price. I haven't went to a game in years. I used to go to probably like 10 games a year, and I dropped that down to 0. And I love Madison Square Garden, but it's pretty insane price-wise if you're a regular fan. And now with the cable, apps, and streaming contracts at play, that's big money on the table. So that means that there's going to be even less games broadcast from regular TV, further alienating the kid fan. Not every household has broadband internet, and a lot of kids don't have access to all these streaming apps. But I digress. At the time of making this video, FanFest has sold over 10,000 tickets last I saw, and that's a very far cry from Comic-Con numbers. But with the sale of merchandise and the autographs, it could take in more revenue. So time will decide if this event is going to be successful. And I'm hoping it is. Native New Yorker, I love my sports, I love the New York teams, and I'm on the fence with it though. So if I go, it'll be mostly for channel footage. Maybe I might cop an autograph from one of the old timers, Doc and Strawberry. I used to love those 86 Mets. So let me know if you're attending this event and who you're looking forward to seeing. Main one, out.